When was the last time you kept every single promise you made to yourself this week? Be honest with that. For most dads, the answer is grim. And it's not because we're lazy, it's because nobody ever taught us what discipline actually is. So this is what we're doing today. This is the discipline pillar from the Father Audit. In the next 20 minutes, I'm going to break down why most dads can't keep their word to themselves, what discipline actually is properly, and a simple system you can start using tomorrow that won't fall apart by the weekend. I learned all of this the hard way, rebuilding my life from addiction at 19, so this isn't theory. Here's what most men get wrong about discipline. They think it's a personality trait. You've either got it or you haven't. Some men are just disciplined, the rest of us are doing our best. That is a lie, and it's an expensive one. Because believing it stops you ever fixing the real problem. Discipline isn't a personality trait, it's a system problem. Think about your own week. The gym bag sitting in the car you didn't take in. The alarm you set then ignored. The late night stroll when you said you'd be asleep by 11. The promise to call your mom, your mate, the one to yourself about screen time. Every one of those is a withdrawal from your self-trust account. And here's the bit nobody told you. Most men are bankrupt. They just haven't noticed it. Because they've been overdrawn so long it feels normal. I'll give you the moment this landed for me. It was after I'd got sober, about a year clean, on paper doing well, custody, working, the lot. And I sat down one night and tried to think of one thing I'd said I'd do for myself that week and actually done. I could think of nothing that came up. I'd shown up for my daughter, I'd shown up at work, I'd shown up for everyone except the man who was supposed to be showing up for them. That was the moment I realised I'd built a life that ran on promises to other people and zero promises to me. And that gap was going to break everything if I didn't sort it. Now you might be thinking, alright, but how is this a fatherhood problem? It's just self-help stuff. Here's why it is. Your kid doesn't experience the dad you intend to be. They experience the dad you actually show up as. If you can't keep promises to yourself, you can't keep promises to kids. Not consistently, not for long. The leak starts to show. You'll mean to be patient and snap because you didn't sleep. Because you didn't take the gym off your plate. Because you said yes to the late drink. You'll mean to be present and end up on your phone because you've trained your nervous system to need that hit. You'll mean to be calm and won't be because you've never actually built the structure that makes you calm on a hard day. The dad you say you want to be only exists if the man underneath has discipline. That's why this matters. So if it's not a personality trait, what is it? Discipline is the structure you built when you were strong that holds you up the days you're weak. Read that again in your head because most men miss it completely. Discipline is not motivation. Motivation is a feeling. Feelings come and go. You will not feel motivated on a Wednesday in February when you've barely slept and your kid's been ill for a week. That's a fact. So a plan that relies on motivation is a plan that's going to fail. Discipline is not white knuckling either. Forcing yourself through every choice every day. That's how you burn out in 6 weeks and then hate yourself for another 6 months. Discipline is structure. It's the gym bag packed in the car the night before, so in the morning there is no choice to make, you just go. It's the phone left in the kitchen on the charger at 9, so a choice to scroll at midnight doesn't exist. It's alarm on the other side of the room, so the choice to hit snooze means actually standing up first. You see what I'm doing here? Discipline isn't doing the hard things in the moment, it's removing the moment of choice. Right, practical bit. This is what I want you to actually start doing this week. I call it the 3 promise method. It's simple, that's the point. Step 1, you're going to pick 3 promises you'll keep to yourself every single day. Not 10, 3. And they have to be small. Small enough that there's no excuse to miss them. If your 3 promises are go to the gym, eat clean and read for an hour, you've already failed. That's not discipline, that's a fantasy. Try this instead. Phone out the bedroom by 9, 20 press-ups before coffee, 1 page of journal before you open Instagram, boring, tiny, doable on the worst day of your life. That's the point. Step 2. You're going to design each promise so the structure makes it nearly impossible to fail. If your promise is 20 press ups before coffee, that coffee machine is your anchor. You don't get coffee till you've done it. Easy to enforce, the structure does the work. If it's no phone in the bedroom, the charger is in the kitchen, not because you've got willpower, because the phone is literally not there. Are you seeing the pattern? You don't need to be a better man, you need a better setup. Step 3. Track only the keep, not on an app, on a piece of paper, a tick or a cross, every day for 30 days. Stick it on the fridge or in front of a notebook, somewhere you'll see it every day. Why a piece of paper and not an app? Because the trail of tricks in your own handwriting is the proof your self-trust is being rebuilt. An app doesn't feel like that, the paper does. And why 3 and not 10? Because 10 promises mean overwhelm, which means 0 kept. 3 is the magic number, small enough to actually do, structured enough to actually mean something. A small promise kept beats a big promise broken a single day of the week. The point is the keeping, not the impressiveness. Let me save you some pain. There are 3 traps that will sink this if you fall for them. Trap 1, making the 3 promises too big. You'll be tempted on day 1 to go big. Gym every day, no alcohol, cold shower, wake at 5. Don't, that's not discipline. That's a sugar rush. You'll burn out by Friday and feel worse than you started. Tiny promises designed to be unmissable every day. That's what builds the foundation. Trap 2, missing one day and treating it as failure. You'll miss a day, probably day 3. Your kid will be ill, work will explode, something. The discipline is not in never missing. It's restarting the next day without drama. 1 missed day is a miss. 3 missed days because of guilt about the first one. That's the leak. The shame loop is the actual enemy, not the missed day. Trap 3. Outsourcing your willpower to motivation. Don't wait to feel like it, you never will feel like it. Motivation is a guest, structure is tenant. Build the structure, the feeling shows up later, not the other way around. So let's talk about what actually changes if you do this. 30 days of 3 kept promises. Visible self-trust rebuilt, you can see the ticks. You did not say, nah. Small things, but every one of them counts. You start to believe it again. 90 days in, this is where the identity shift starts. Stop saying I'm trying to be more disciplined. It starts saying I'm a man who keeps my word. Different sentence, different reality. And here's the bit nobody told me. That's not just a feeling. Your kids start seeing it too. They feel a steadier dad. They start trusting your yes is yes and your no is no. They stop bracing for the inconsistency they got used to. I'll tell you something that happened in my own life. About 6 months into running this for myself, my daughter said to me, Dad, you're different. She couldn't tell me how, she just knew. That's what kept promises to yourself look like from the outside to the people who matter. Now some of you are watching this thinking, mate, I've tried discipline 100 times, why is this different? 3 reasons. 1, you probably tried to do too much. 3 small things, not 10 big ones. That's the whole game. 2, you probably tried to rely on willpower instead of redesigning your environment. This is structure, not character. 3, you probably gave up on day 3 because you missed day 2. The restart matters more than the streak, always. This isn't a new attempt, but the same thing. It's the same goal with the actual mechanics. Try it for 30 days, the way I just laid out, and see what happens. Right, quick recap so it sticks. Discipline is a system problem, not a character problem. 3 promises a day, small, designed to be unmissable, tracked on paper. Don't make them too big. Don't treat 1 missed day as failure. Don't wait to feel like it. Restart matters more than streak. Structure beats motivation every time. If you want to know whether discipline is actually your weakest pillar right now, or whether it's something else underneath bleeding you out, I built a 4-minute Father Audit that ranks all 5 pillars and tells you where to start. Links in the description. Hit subscribe if this one hit. The next pillar drops next. Remember this, You can't outparent broken self-trust. Fix the man, the fathering follows. See you in the next